what you get if you cross this with this? The answer is the massively chunky Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime. Even his sword's been at the gym! Good evening YouTube, it's Mighty Grimlock. I'm back again for another review for you. Today we are taking a look at Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Optimus Prime. By now I'm presuming you've all seen Beast Hunters, so you've seen what's happened to Optimus, in that the fact he's turned into a massive freaking truck. But I'll tell you a little backstory about him first. Once upon a time there was a bin lorry called Wreck-Car, and he had the bestest friend in the whole wide world, the bin lorry known as Optimus Prime. Now one day Optimus Prime was driving along doing his normal rounds when he discovered a canister of mutagen. He went to bed feeling a little itchy and woke up the next morning all spiky and beast huntersy. And that leads us into having a look at his vehicle mode, which is a massive big great honking truck. When I first saw this truck I thought it looked amazing, but actually having it in hand it's a little disappointing. First thing I actually like about it is the colour scheme. It totally sort of harks back to G1 with the red carb, the blue intersection and the grey bit at the back echoing the trailer, which is quite a nice little touch. But the more you look into it, the more flaws you kind of find. Let's list them, shall we? Visible feet, visible hands, visible head, lots of gaps. You can actually see right through them. And a kind of little pet annoyance is that there's some little tabs up here that are supposed to peg into their arms and they will not. He's also quite a plain truck mode. There really isn't much going on in terms of paint apps at all. He's got a couple of little paint apps on the side here and a little bit on his grille there, that's all painted silver, but the rest of him is really plain. None of this grey area has got any sort of paint apps at all. There's a teeny bit of moulded in detail on it but not a huge amount. And these wheels, although they look alright, they're so flimsy feeling, and there's quite a nice bit of detail on them, but none of it's been picked out. I think we'll have a field day with this guy. Then again, the RID Voyager was quite a plain toy too. Compared side by side, you can see that there's not a huge amount of size difference. They're almost the same length, and the RID Optimus is maybe a teeny bit taller in vehicle mode. So on the whole, I do quite like the vehicle mode, but there's so many flaws I find it quite hard to forgive. Just a side note about the plastic, he feels very, very flimsy. I don't think I'm going to break him, but he makes the plastic quality on this guy look like he's come from a grade A plastic crack den. You can turn Optimus into a hyper-armoured Predacon killing machine by adding in the weapons that he comes with. He comes with not one, not two, but 3 whole weapons. Although really the sword on the back in vehicle mode just looks a bit silly. But with the 2 missile launchers on, he actually looks pretty cool. Even if Hasbro have skimped on the paint. It's the time of transformation. Okay, this is where he starts coming into his own. Not only is he Optimus Prime with wings, but he's a chunktastic, play school coloured, spiky death machine. There's some rather nice detail on here. All this bit that was hidden in transformation mode is all painted and looks quite nice. His legs are lovely thick tree trunk style blue things, although they do feel very, very hollow. Wobbly legs, wobbly legs, wobbly legs, wobbly legs. He's got full on Popeye sized forearms and a very, very mean looking face with green light piping, also chest piping. Even though you never really see it, there's a nice bit of moulded in detail here too, and on the back of the jetpack. Even though he looks amazing, there's nothing really here that suggests Optimus Prime is a beast hunter, except for the fact he only has rhinoceroses mounted on his shoulders. Let's have a look at some articulation then. His feet move slightly, but that's more from transformation than anything else. He moves at the hip and he's got a knee swivel, but oh my god. Oh, sing that sweet song to the heavens, Optimus! You can move him at the shoulders, although not very far because it clashes with his wings. He's got an elbow bend, bicep swivel, very, very tight wrist swivel, and once again, my friends, oh, the ratchet joint. Oh, the ratchet joint. It's a ratchet joint. Beast Hunter's Optimus also comes with this rather lovely green Star Saber. Well, I'm not entirely sure why it's green. I can only presume that at some point since the end of Season 2 he's completed his Padawan training and is now a fully fledged Jedi. He also comes with not one, but 2 missile launchers, and they're quite powerful too. For some reason they do this. I haven't worked out why yet. In his bot mode you can actually mount the missile launchers in a few different places. You can get some sort of halo plasma cannon effect by putting one in the top and bottom of his fist. You can mount them on his wings like some sort of jet thruster, or you can mount them on the back here. That way they're still acting as boosters, but there's a slim chance that he might accidentally shoot his heel spurs off. Joking aside, the holes in here are really tight, and I've actually got some quite nasty looking stress marks already just from trying to fit these in. Oof! When you compare these two together you can see Optimus has been hitting the gym rather hard. Not only is Beast Hunter's Optimus a little bit taller, but he is a lot chunkier. If you get sick of having a flying Optimus, why would you? Then you can just fold his wings away down the side there and have like a normal looking Optimus, which still looks ace. So in summary, Beast Hunter's Optimus is a garishly bright, almost play school style Technicolor armoured bin lorry from the land of the dead. But when you get him in robot mode, he looks bloody amazing. He's beefy, he's chunky, he's got 3 weapons, and I like him a lot. Is he worth getting? Probably not for 23 quid. But I got him as a Father's Day present. Right, this has been Mighty Grimlock. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Optimus Prime. Say goodnight. Good night. Bye. Whoops. He's also quite a plain truck mode. There isn't really much going on in terms of green.